Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor. Let's talk today about the process of letting someone go. I don't know about you, but in those moments where life surprises you and there is a person, place, or thing in your life that you have to let go of, it can seem confusing. There can be a whirlwind of thoughts and questions and concerns and fear and pain. And for me, having some kind of structure, some kind of process to go through can be very helpful in organizing my thoughts, remaining in the positive, highest level intent or energy, and moving through it as quickly as possible. If we allow ourselves to remain confused and in that hamster wheel of thought that never really seems to solve any problem, we can get stuck. We can prevent ourselves from receiving the benefits of what this experience is trying to offer, and we can keep ourselves in a place of pain, not able to move into the new that is trying to come through. Now, of course, I've had quite a few different experiences in my life where I have lost loved ones, lost relationships, lost partners, lost friendships. The most difficult, of course, is a romantic love. So in my experience, this process that I'm going to offer you has been very helpful, moving through that pain as quickly as possible and stepping into that new life that is being offered on the other side of this experience. So I have 9 steps for you that'll help you move through the process of letting go of someone or something in your life that you know you are being called to. The first step is just acknowledging that it's not working. In a 12-step program, the first step is just acknowledging that there is an issue. We want to start to look at, am I thriving or am I just surviving? Is this situation nourishing me? Is this experience making me better? Or is it draining me? Allowing ourselves to acknowledge that there is a problem allows us to move into the next steps of making the appropriate change. Step 2 is visualize what life looks like with them and what life looks like without them. I love to journal. I like to make lists. I like to have crossroad drawings where I can see visually, this is the life that I experience with this person. And also, what does life look like without that person? Now, of course, we have to have a high level of self-honesty. We want to make sure that we're not embellishing the problems and ignoring the benefits. We also want to make sure that we're not embellishing the benefits and ignoring the problems on either side. This is where the beautiful gift of the body can come in, because truth resonates in the body. And as you visualize each of those scenarios, feel in your body what feels right and true for you. If you're having a difficult time making your decision still, you can also try on the different scenarios. What does it feel like to stay? What does it feel like to go? What does it feel like to cling? What does it feel like to let go? And in some cases, you won't even have a choice. But if there is a choice, your body is a beautiful discernment tool that will help you feel into what feels right. And as you allow yourself to step into, in your mind's eye, the experience of each of those options, you will feel either good or bad in your body. And that helps you understand what is right for you. The third step is to notice what you believe you are losing or gaining. And just identifying the beliefs can be very illuminating. Many times we have beliefs we don't even realize, or we have beliefs that may or may not be true. So get really clear on. You can journal, you can voice note, you can just notice your thoughts as you move through life. A thought is always connected to a belief. Ask yourself, what do you believe you are losing by letting go of this person, place, or thing? What do you believe you are gaining by letting go of this person, place, or thing? Step 4 is to feel the pain consciously. Now, I don't know about you, but this is the hardest one for me. And no, we don't want to wallow in our pain. We don't want to stay there too long, but we certainly cannot disassociate and look away from our pain. Pain plus resistance equals suffering. So in your resistance to that pain and you're looking away from it, you will cause that to remain in your body and therefore cause yourself to remain stuck in life. Pain is a beautiful gift. I don't love it. In fact, I was really good at running from it. I had lots of justifiable ways to run and go fix the problem. But really, I was just trying to run from the pain. We all have coping mechanisms. If we are suppressing emotion or pain, if we're not looking at it and not willing to be in it, we will have coping mechanisms that are likely unresourceful. And so really the only option is to rest consciously in the sensation, the discomfort in your body, not with a whole lot of stories about what I'm losing or how bad it was or poor me, no victimhood here. but just purely resting in that sensation in the body. Pain is a purifier. It is trying to release negative emotion through your body, through your vessel. It is also allowing you to expand. If you think of what happens when a vessel becomes full, it has to expand. It has to experience the pressure of getting bigger. And so allow yourself to crack so that you can hold more energy, so that you can receive more light, so that you can move this through and no longer have to re-experience this type of scenario. Many times these toxic cycles in our life are drawn to us because we're not addressing what lives within us. We're not closing those stress responses in our body. We are not releasing stuck emotion. We are not healing our trauma. And therefore, life will continue to perpetuate the same cycle, helping us see where we need to address what is living within us. And to do that, it requires presence and conscious choice to rest in the pain and the sensations in your body. Step 5, as you're doing that, again, notice those beliefs. And now it's not just noticing them. Now we're challenging them, right? If I lose this person, I will be alone forever. If I lose this person, I'll never find anyone as good as them. I can only have love and connection if I have a whole and complete family. I will struggle without them, either emotionally or financially, spiritually. Noticing all of those beliefs potentially could become true if you hold to them. But if you challenge them and you recognize that it is not ultimately true, then you can step into, again, a new, more resourceful belief that will help you release those coping mechanisms and subside the pain in the body. Remembering that the brain has to match in chemistry the thoughts that we feed it. So if I'm choosing a thought that I will never, ever meet someone as good as him ever again, then I will experience the chemical cocktail that matches that state of fear and stress and worry. An activated nervous system flooded with adrenaline and cortisol, I will feel like crap. But if I can challenge that belief and recognize that the divine always is giving us this or something better, then I can release a different chemical cocktail in my body that assures me, and I can feel the resonance of the truth in that good things are coming. So challenge those beliefs. And if it's a sticky one, if it feels really hard to let go of, there's likely a part inside of you, maybe a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old, or maybe your heart. Who knows what protector part is trying to show up to try to keep you safe. So find that part of you that believes, that really truly believes and holds on to that, and let them communicate with you and move through their own process. And as you sit with them, just purely in loving presence, and let them speak to you, don't let the mind try to control it. Let the part speak to you. They will release that belief. This is why we're not able to find blocks or force ourselves to shift beliefs, because we're doing it with the conscious mind. Whereas in the part in your body, as your body is a representation of your subconscious, that part holds the key and is the only one who can release it. This is the work we do in trauma spotting. And trust me, I have had many stuck beliefs that I wanted to force myself to shift and change or to bootstrap my way through. It doesn't work. I had to learn to let those parts lead and heal me. Number 6 is look for how this is serving you. If we know that life is always happening for you and not to you, that means there is something good about this situation. Something good is trying to come through. And we want to recognize that we have a whole lot of stories. We have a lot of meaning making. We got a lot of scared parts inside of us that want to tell us this is what's actually happening and this is what it means. And many times, most times, especially if you have unhealed trauma, you are going to see problem and threat before you are able to see benefit. And also remember that we are very familiar with what we are losing because that's our everyday life, but we have little to no idea what is being offered on the other side, what is trying to come through. So recognize, know with absolute certainty in the goodness of the future that something good is waiting for you on the other side of this, and be open to whatever that looks like, because likely what you expect or what you anticipate is not what's going to happen. We have to allow God, source, creator, divine universe, life to show you what is trying to come through. Our job is not to control things. Our brain is often a problem. We have to be careful because the brain is the source of the veil, the separation, the illusion, the lies, right? The matrix. Allow the mind to quiet and just rest in presence, allowing life to flow to you and show you the beautiful gifts in this experience. Number 8 is focus forward with purpose. Focus forward. Focus forward. Let that be your key phrase. Anytime you find yourself looking to the past, anytime you find yourself romanticizing the past. In fact, that's number 9. So I kind of spoiled it, but we want to always be looking forward at what is coming in. What gifts am I sort of getting a sense of? What are the hints of the energy that you can sense is new and different and trying to come through? And then number 9, don't romanticize the past. Recognize when you're only remembering the good times and not the hard times, remembering how beautiful it was and the pitter patter of the tiny little feet as we walked through the gym that we had gone to for the last 11 years. Yes, those beautiful memories can be very, very compelling, and we can find higher levels of gratitude and appreciation for the beautiful gift of our past and our memories. But we want to remember we are where we are for a reason. That something about this situation was no longer serving us or good for us, and recognize that we want to remember in equal parts the reason that this is happening, the gift in it, and honor those past memories as well. Loss can be difficult. And let's also remember the traditional process of grieving. I'm not going to go through that today, but if you have any questions about that, definitely Google it, search it. Remember that this is not a linear process. You will have circle backs to some of these different phases. We tend to take the 2 steps forward and 1 step back, or we ascend in a spiral, so it can feel like we're revisiting things. Also know too that big emotions come in waves, that if you feel a peak of powerful pain, allow yourself to sit in that and know that emotions tend to only last about 90 seconds. So pretty much guaranteed, unless you're unpacking a lot of old historic trauma, and you might have 90 seconds on top of 90 seconds, but you still have to get through it, and you will, and it will dissipate. You will have peaks and valleys. There will be moments of relief. And it's really fascinating to me how healing trauma, processing grief and pain, letting go and loss, they all are very similar to the process of giving birth. That when a woman's body contracts, there is an ebb and flow. There is a squeezing and a releasing. There is a peak moment of intensity, and then also some relief. So know that this will not last forever. It will go away. Nothing, right? This too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever. And you can do this. Find the gift in it, focus forward, allow yourself to experience it, and trust that there is something beautiful on the other side of this. If you need any help, of course, I'm here for you. Your purpose is my purpose. I have been gifted the beautiful gift of trauma spotting to help you heal so that you can become all that you were designed to be, a life worth living. I love you, my friends. I will see you on the next one.